So NBA 2K has been dropping a lot of news recently about the new builder and the badges that they have added into NBA 2K24. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys a top 10 list of the best new badges that 2K has added for NBA 2K24. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, number one is going to surprise you, so make sure you guys stick around and watch all the way through the video to see all of the new badges that they have added. And speaking of badges, NBA 2K Labs announced on Twitter that we will have badge tiers by height, requirements for each badge level, animation, attribute thresholds, badge descriptions, etc. all on our 2K Labs site once the embargo is lifted. So that means you're going to get every single valuable piece of information that you're going to need at NBA2KLabs.com. And if you want to pick up a premium subscription to NBA2KLabs.com, there's no better time than to do it right now, right before 2K24 comes out, because you're going to get access to the best information possible. And you can use code Joey to get 20% off at checkout. So you guys can get that subscription at an even cheaper price. And just a little bit of a disclaimer, all the information that they're going to drop about NBA 2K24 that they did get from Community Day will be free and available on the site. You do not need a premium subscription for that, but they will be giving out really great information throughout the entire year that you can get with only a premium subscription. All right, so starting off at number 10, we're going to have the badge Triple Strike. With the badge Triple Strike, players will excel with triple threat launches and jukes at a higher rate with Triple Strike. And I'm actually super glad this badge is actually in NBA 2K24, because if you guys remember, they did have a badge called Triple Threat Juke that you could use that was like this badge in NBA 2K22. And for some reason in 2K23, we just had no badge that can do what this badge does. This badge is going to be really nice for taller guards and bigs that can actually explode out of the triple threat and create separation from their opponents without having to use any dribble moves, which would be very nice to have. So at number 9, we're going to have the Speed Booster badge. Now this Speed Booster badge is now quick first step in this game. Speed Booster is a perimeter only quick first step badge. Speed Booster will allow for quicker launches when coming from a standstill dribble situation. So basically think quick first step from any previous version of 2K, and that is what this badge is. And there was no way I wasn't going to make a top 10 new badges list without adding the new version of quick first step to this list. Now at number 8, we have another badge that is coming back to NBA 2K24, which is Hook Specialist. No love lost for post play aficionados. Brought back from the dead, Hook Specialist increases a player's ability to make hook shots out of the post. Now again, just like Triple Strike, Hook Specialist is going to be bringing back a badge that we used to have in previous 2Ks that we did not have in NBA 2K23. And if you guys do know, in 2K23, the only way you could boost your make percentage when it came to post hooks was using the badge Pro Touch. Pro Touch is still going to be in the game, so I want to see if they rework the badge to where Pro Touch only works with actual layups and it doesn't work with post hooks anymore, or does Pro Touch and Hook Specialist work together to make post hooks go in more often? I think it's going to be the former instead of the latter, and the only badge that's going to help you make post hooks is going to be Hook Specialist, and I'm not going to be surprised if this badge is pretty overpowered when the game first comes out. Post hooks are always one of the easiest things to time in the game. They also just get opened very, very easily, so I wouldn't be surprised if this badge is very, very good going into 2K24. And sticking with our post scores, we also have the new badge Post Fade Phenom. Similar to Hook Specialist, Post Fade Phenom will allow a player to make post fades and hop shots out of the post at a higher clip. Okay, this badge was in previous 2Ks prior to NBA 2K23, and then they kind of divided post fades and post hop shots between two badges on 23. If you wanted to do post fades, you needed Midi Magician, and if you wanted to do post hop shots, you needed Space Creator. Now they are bringing back the post fading badge, which is now called Post Fade Phenom, and now this is the only badge that you need to equip to help you make those post fades and post hop shots. And I think this badge is going to be very, very good, because they've already said that the mid-range scoring has been buffed. It's gonna be easier to hit mid-range fades than it was last year, and pretty much all shots in the mid-range area are actually going to go in at a higher clip this year. And then you put on top of that the new badges that they've added for mid-range scoring as well. I think these badges are going to be very solid going into next year. Now I think this badge definitely flew a little bit under the radar when everybody was looking at the courtside report when they started talking about the new badges, and that badge is going to be Blow By. Now Blow By is a badge where quicker ball handlers receive boosts in body up interactions with defenders when Blow By is equipped. Now this badge sounds pretty much sort of like a reworked version of Clamp Breaker. I know that they mentioned in the courtside report that Clamp Breaker is also put into Bulldozer as well, but this Blow By feature sounds like for players that have really high acceleration, really high speed, this badge is going to help you slide off of defenders almost when you're getting bumped. It kind of sounds like Clamp Breaker almost. We're gonna have to see how the badge actually works in game, but I could not make a top 10 badges list without having a badge that could potentially be very similar to Clamp Breaker. All right, so now we are moving on to number 5. So now we are moving on to number 5, and that number 5 badge is going to be Spot Finder. By utilizing the get open mechanic by holding R2 or right trigger tap, Spot Finder allows players to receive a speed boost off the ball to get to an open space with a raised chance of knocking down the shot off the ensuing catch. Now this badge is going to be really great for your two guards, your pure sharps, because this is actually going to allow you to speed boost off ball. And I'm actually super excited for this because the off ball movement in the past like 4 or 5 years of 2K have all been very clunky, been very slow. The animations have all been the exact same. And I'm really hoping that with next year, especially since they're adding pro play and all these new motion styles, off ball movement is going to look very different than it has in previous years. And it's going to be even better once you add this badge called Spot Finder, which is actually going to help you speed boost off ball. So with that being said, don't be surprised if there are a bunch of new stretch bigs and pure sharps next year that are just constantly dexing and moving off ball using this speed boost mechanic and getting into some wide open catch and shoot shots. Now coming in at number 4, we have Precision Dunker. Precision Dunker says those who utilize the skill dunk mechanic will receive an improved chance of flushing their dunk attempt with Precision Dunker. So basically what they mean by the skill dunk mechanic is meter dunking. So when you flick up on the right stick, then hold down on the right stick, those meter dunks, this badge is now going to help you make those meter dunks at a higher rate. So not only are we also going to have Posterizer and Slithery in the game that's going to help you make these dunk attempts, now you also have a specific badge that will help you make meter dunk attempts more often. This is actually going to be some really interesting stuff. I think having this type of badge is going to really make slasher specialists really good next year, to where if you have like a 95 to 99 driving dunk and you get this Precision Dunker badge on Hall of Fame, you're going to be really making some crazy meter dunks if you do get this badge on Hall of Fame. And I think with how broken the dunk meter was last year, and even though this year they've now said the dunk meter is green or miss, I wouldn't be surprised if the meter dunk is still very good coming into this year on NBA 2K24 just because of this badge alone. All right, so the next badge that we have at number 3 is Immovable Enforcer. Immovable Enforcer is a direct counter to Bulldozer. Immovable Enforcer allows defenders to win physical matchups when it comes to body ups and contact layups. Now, these two new badges that they've added between Immovable Enforcer and Bulldozer are going to be some insane badges next year. From everybody that's tested the game early, they've said that you're going to need strength on your builds this year to get these new badges that are very overpowered. So basically what that means is to everybody that says, oh, you don't need strength in 2K24, you're not going to need strength for this, strength for that, you're actually literally going to need strength to unlock specific badges. Now, will the strength attribute rating actually matter aside from that? We'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something where, like, if you didn't have those badges, strength still wouldn't matter. But now, since you need to get strength to unlock those badges, you're going to have strength on your builds in order to get those badges. And then moving off of this direct counter to Bulldozer, at number 2, we're going to talk about Bulldozer badge itself. Bulldozer is a mix of scoring and a ball handling badge. Think of this as a bully version 2.0 with the elements of the old clamp breaker badge. Bulldozer improves a player's ability to push through physical body ups and finish with physicality around the rim. So what this sounds like is that if you have Bulldozer, you're gonna just literally just shoulder charge, fly through people, be able to dunk at the rim, and you're gonna be able to clamp break people as well with this new Bulldozer badge. This badge is literally bully plus clamp breaker put together. So this sounds like some pretty broken stuff. I don't know how broken it's going to be when it comes to bigs, because you're also going to be going against people that have high strength and probably have the Immovable Enforcer badge. So I don't know how great Bulldozer is going to be when it comes to bigs, but if you get Bulldozer on a guard and the person that's guarding you does not have any strength, oh, it's about to get bad. And I think these two badges are going to be some of the biggest badges when it comes to NBA 2K24, just because it sounds like that they've buffed them and they're really trying to make them good this year. And this also helps them remove the stigma that strength does not matter in this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if these badges are really good just to force people to actually have to put strength on their builds. Now at number 1, we actually have 2 badges. I know, kind of surprising, but we have 2 defensive badges that are actually going to be really exciting. So at number 1, we have both 94 feet and fast feet. So let's go over these 2 really quickly. So 94 feet, players with 94 feet receive fewer body up stamina hits and improved body up wins when pressing full court. Don't worry, those who do not have the badge will regret pressing full court. So basically, they are giving us a badge now that's going to allow you to get better bumps animations when full court pressing. And you guys thought full court pressing was bad last year. Y'all thought the double press was bad last year in Pro-Am. Just you wait till we had this badge in the game as well. And then the number 1 badge as well is fast feet. feet. Okay, now this is a brand new defensive badge, and it wouldn't be a fair game if only offensive players received speed boost. Fast feet can be looked at as a quick first step badge for defenders, allowing defensive specialists to stay in front of shifty ball handlers. Now this is a badge that we have been asking for forever. A badge that allows us to speed boost on defense and actually keep up with these super fast guards. It's always felt like for the past 3-4 years that offensive players are always faster than defensive players, especially when trying to guard their speed boost. So having a badge like this in the game is going to be insane. I genuinely think that fast feet is going to be the best badge that they have added in NBA 2K24, but maybe I'm wrong. Comment down below which new badge you guys think is going to be one of the best badges in NBA 2K24. And that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and obviously, you know, we like the channel, subscribe and all that, but you know what, I'm out, man. Peace.